Hi everybody, welcome back to my channel. This video is going to be featured of things that I've done now. You know, like I've actually changed my foundation routine, my eyeshadow routine, and my eyebrow routine. So those are the things that I'm going to be showing you today. So if you want to keep watching, stay tuned. Okay, so yeah, like I said, I've been changing my makeup routine. Now, I've tried it for over a week now. The first thing that I'm going to do, instead of doing my foundation and my concealer and powder, I'm going to be starting with my eyes first. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to prime my eyelids. I'm going to use the e.l.f. Smudge Pot eyeshadow in the shade Ain't That Sweet. It comes in a little bottle like this. I got it at Walmart for $3. So you can tell I've used quite a bit. So I mean, these last you for a while because a little bit goes a long way. So I'm going to be putting this on with a dome shadow brush from Real Techniques. So I'll just dip it. Just prime my eyelids. Sorry, that's my son, Caden. He's very tired and he's fighting it and he doesn't want to go to sleep. Okay, so now what I'm going to do, I'm going to take my little shadow, little single shadows from Wet n Wild in the color Creme Brulee. And I'm going to take that with, and I'm going to apply this with my, like I said, I'm going to apply this with the Equal Tools All Over Shadow Brush. So I just take this all over the eyelid, even all the way up to the brow bone. These are powdery. That's the only thing I hate about Wet n Wild eyeshadows. They're really, really powdery. But they work, so. I think this was only like 54 cents for this little single shadow. I also get like their sparkly shadows, like this. This one's in the shade, well, this is for face and body only, it says. This is in the shade Groupie, or Group A, whatever. And I also have the gold shade. So, yeah, those are great for little single shadows. And now I'm going to take this fluffy blending brush by Studio Beauty. And I'm also going to take my LA Colors contour kit. And I'm going to be using these three shades right here. So I'm going to be mixing them. I'm going to dip my brush into this shade and this shade, kind of like back and forth. Sorry, it looks broken, but so I'm going to be just dipping those two. And then this is going to go in the crease as a transition shade. Kind of like in a wind wiper motion.
Okay, he's with his auntie.
Okay, got my transition shade on and blended. So now I'm going to take my Naked palette from Urban Decay, and I'm going to use the brush that comes with it, and I'm going to dip my brush in the color Whiskey. So in this color right here. And this is gonna go on my outer V. So I'm gonna close my eye and just kind of build that outer V. I want my darkest shade of eyeshadows to start right here and the lightest to go towards the end. So yeah, I started doing my eyes first because I figure that would be easier for me. So and when you're doing your eyeshadow, when you're trying to do the outer V, you kind of have to take your time with this. You can't just, you know, slap it on there and just, you know, just leave it on there. You have to take your time. You have to really blend. Okay, and I actually want to make that outer corner a little bit deeper, so I'm going to take my same palette and I'm going to dip my brush in the color Black Market right there. So just a little bit, like you have to barely dip your brush in it because these eyeshadows are pigmented. Okay, and to actually make sure that everything is blended, I'm going to take my fluffy blending brush from Studio Beauty and just blend everything together. And then just to make this corner right here a little bit brighter, since all the dark eyeshadows kind of took over, I'm going to dip my Naked palette brush and I'm going to go back into my Creme Brulee from Wet n Wild. Make sure everything is blended. I just like to make sure everything is blended because sometimes I might miss a couple of things. Okay, and for my brow bone, I'm going to go back to my Naked palette And I'm going to dip my brush into the color High. So that color right there. I know it doesn't show up as much because I don't have my eyebrows done, but once I have my eyebrows done, you're going to be able to see the shadows. Okay, so now we're going to move on to my face. I already put my moisturizer on, like I said earlier, and I put my primers on too, so now we're just going to move on and do my highlight. I have this annoying pimple right here. It's like, oh, it's so red. I have to probably put a lot of product on there to cover it up. But, so, we're just going to twist it. Yeah, I love this concealer. At first I said it was drying and it was, you know, creasing in my eyes, but when I use it alone without any foundation, it doesn't crease. So I'm not gonna wear any foundation in this video. I kind of put a highlight and put it over any redness. And now I'm going to take my Real Techniques sponge, my favorite sponge, and just do a tapping motion. Gonna spray it a little bit more. This is just a little thing of water. I had my Bio Elements skin stuff, like toner I guess, but I ran out, so now it's just water. Okay, now that that's all blended, it might look a little bit light, like really light from my skin on camera, but once I contour and I blend everything else, it'll be put together, it'll balance out. So, this is actually the perfect concealer for my skin tone. Like I've said earlier in my videos, I'm light complected, but I also have, you know, a little bit of the Japanese in me, so I have a yellow skin tone color. Like, I'm like everything. I'm like Spanish, Mexican, Japanese. So sometimes it's kind of hard to find the right color, especially when you're pale. Because some foundations are either have the pink undertones, or they have, you know, like ashy grayish tones, and they just don't seem to look right with me. So I just wish I could find a foundation that would be as close as this one, because this one's in the color Neutralizer. It's a yellow undertone concealer. So I just wish I could find a foundation with that color in my budget. So, just making sure everything's blended. I like make sure everything is blended. I take my time. That's why I wake up super early, even though I live 10 minutes away from my beauty school. I always wake up super early because I love to do my makeup. And now to set everything, I am going to dip my brush in this color right here. I don't know if you can see it. They're all yellow, but this is the one that matches me the best. Because if I go to this color and this color, they're a little bit too dark. So just go to that one. And my new Eco Tools all over face brush. So, just dip it in that one. And notice I didn't cream contour with you know, with a dark concealer or foundation, because I'm just going to do it with powder. To me, it's easier with powder. Because I tried the cream contouring with a darker foundation, and just darker, you know, cream foundation, and it didn't work for me. So I'll just be using powder. Okay. Now that everything is set, I'm going to go into contouring. And then I'll be doing my eyebrows and then the rest of my face. I'm actually going to take my foundation brush because it fits right here into that little shadow that I have. So I do it on both sides and on my forehead. And I'm actually going to take this shade right here. It's in between because this one's too light and this one is too dark. So, and then I suck in my cheeks. And make a line all the way to my mouth. And then on my forehead, I go on the temples, on top of my forehead, and down, and connect. Go on my temples. Just kind of connect it. And then I take my all over powder brush from Mill Techniques and just blend. Kind of like in a circular upwards motion. Just kind of blend everything.
There you go, Sam. Go get them.
And sometimes if I just want to go back, I can go back a little bit. Just blend everything.
Between the hammers
And I don't contour my nose because it just doesn't really look right to me. Okay, now it's time for the eyebrows. I'm going to go back to my Naked palette, and I'm going to be using the same shade that I used to deepen up and do a V on my crease. So it's the color Whiskey right here. Just going to dip my brush to that. And I used to use like 4 products for my eyebrows, but I found it would be just easier to work with the eyebrow hairs that I already have and just fill them in and go from there. Because I felt like all my cream products and other things, my eyebrow pencil, everything, it just made my eyebrows look too perfect, you know, like too drawn in. So I want them to look more natural. So I just kind of follow my eyebrow shape, and I do same thing with this one. With this one I kind of have to work a little bit more harder because I have less hair towards the tail of my eyebrow. Okay, now that my eyebrows are done, we're going to finish the rest of my face and then finish with the lips. So now I'm going to go into my blush palette, and I'm going to use this shade right here, the darkest shade on the top. And then I do just a little bit, whatever's left on the brush, and just do the apples of my cheeks. And now for my highlighter, I switch back and forth between my Fergie one and my e.l.f. one, so I'm going to be using this one in the shade Golden with my fan brush from Forever 21. I feel like I always have to dig into this one. The other one, I just use a little bit, and it gives me that glow. I took my finger, highlight my cupid's bow, highlight my nose, just a little bit in between my forehead. And a little bit on my chin. Now I'm going to go back to my eyes, and I'm going to be lining my eyes with a cream eyeliner. I actually switched. I used to use my Wet n Wild cream eyeliner, and now I've been starting to use my e.l.f. cream eyeliner from Walmart. This was $3, I believe, in the shade Black. And I'm going to take my pencil brush, or my eyeliner brush, from Real Techniques. See, it's got a little pointed side. So all I do is just dip my brush in there, make sure I get enough product, and I kind of scrape it on the side. And I know they say you're not supposed to pull your eye because it's bad, but I do it anyways, because if I just go on freehand, I feel like my line just won't go on straight. So just pull this and start. I'm going to do the same thing on the other eye. To even that line out. Okay, there we go. And now I'm going to curl my eyelashes and then put on my mascara, and then I'll get back to you guys. I know you can't really see a difference on camera, but I curled my lashes and I used my Perversion mascara from Urban Decay. And now we're going to finish with the lips. I'm not going to put in any lashes on because I just don't feel like taking them off later and all that. So I'm kind of taking a little bit of a break from them. I know, it's shocking. It's really shocking because I've always had lashes on. But I'm just getting a little bit tired. It's like the same thing all the time, you know. Take them off the tray, put glue, wait for the glue to dry, put them on. It's just, no, I like to change things up. So it's getting a little bit boring. So I'm going to skip that and I'm going to go straight to the lips. I'm going to go with a fall lip since it's already fall, supposedly, even though it's 100 degrees outside. I'm going to line my lips with Jordana Easy Liner in the shade Cabernet. So it's a twist up. I love twist ups because I don't like the pencils because you have to, I mean, they're sharp, but whenever you have to sharpen them, sometimes they don't sharpen, or like the inside of the tube is broken or something, but I don't know, I just have an issue. So I'm gonna put some lip balm on because now that it's supposedly fall, my lips are like getting really dry. So this is from Walgreens. It's their beeswax. And I don't outline outside of my lips because I just feel like that it's just kind of, it looks weird, you know. I don't have nice shaped lips to begin with, so and just fill it in. I don't know, my lips are shaped weird. Okay. So now I am going to put over my Wet n Wild. This is from the Here's to the Wild Ones collection. This is from Wet n Wild. The shade is Photobomb. So it looks like this. I'm going to swatch it real quick for you. See? This is the liner. Sure, yeah. And this is the lipstick. So
Ruby, guess what?
okay, so this is what it looks like. So this is the finished look. Let me put my hair down so you guys can see it better. My hair's at its natural stage right now. I really don't like it. But yeah, here is the finished look. I hope you guys enjoyed this tutorial, and thumbs up if you like this video. Don't forget to subscribe and comment below, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye!